Hello, folks. It's Meandering Mike here in the Man Cave of Madness. It is after midnight. We actually started before midnight. We went ahead and played turn 8. As you can see, that's done. We're now on turn 9. Turn 8 was mostly a non-action turn. The Guptas had to take away 8 armies, and the Muslims showed up with 4 armies. The very start of turn 9, which we're doing right now, the Guptas had to remove another 8. So that's the end of them. They're all gone. During turn 8, there was minor skirmishes between the Pandyas, Cholas, and Sinhalese again. Some slight exchange of territory here. The Marathas backed out of Sindh to let the Muslims move over this way. The Muslims, they get points for killing leaders, and then turn 12, they get points for moving into this area. The Rajputs actually get points for killing Muslims. So the Muslims weren't planning on charging too far in. Well, what happened is when the Marathas moved out of Sindh and the Guptas last turn 8 basically removed 8 armies from over here, left armies back here. So the Rajputs decided to occupy this area here. Turn 10 is the next turn for point scoring. There's absolutely no possibility to score points on turn 8 other than Raj or killing armies or leader type stuff. But the Rajputs decided to be kind of annoying folks, and they put 3 armies in Baluchistan. Hearing about this pending invasion from Persia, they went ahead and put 3 armies there. And the Muslims had to come in with their 4 from Persia, so there was a battle. However, the four Muslims versus 3 Rajputs, the Muslims rolled better. They killed all 3 Rajput armies, but they lost 2 themselves. So the Rajputs did score 4 points for killing 2 Muslims. They get 2 each. Yeah, right there. 2 each for killing Muslims. Well, they're only getting 1 each for the Guptas. No one else got any points for that turn. So good old purple is gaining on yellow. So that was the end of turn 8. For turn 9 here, we are now ready to do the Pandyas, who get 1 point. I need to adjust boats, make sure here who has boats. I'm looking. Pandyas, Cholas, and the Sinhalese. Well, these guys down here all have boats. They all can sort of get to each other for the most case anyway. Does mean like the Cholas or the Pandyas could come down here and invade in Ceylon if they wanted to. All right, so the Pandyas. Did I remove that? I don't think I did. Did I? I'll have to look and see and fix it if I did. All right, so they're weak. They did lose 1 last turn in this skirmishes, but there's no potential points until turn 10. And again, it's all down in that little corner of the world. So I think they just want to hide out. They don't want to risk pounding. So the Pandyas actually can kill the leader Raja. Raja is actually coming in this turn. It's the Chola leader here that comes in with 2 armies as reinforcements. So we'll see what will happen with that. So the Pandyas just squat the Greeks. The Greeks are just sitting in Kashmir. They're going to get another 1 for growth. They ain't leaving. They're just going to sit there squatting, growing as best they can. And if no one takes them out, they might score another point. Who knows? Moving on. Marathas. So the Marathas are actually going to hit their growth cap. They cannot have more than, or are they up here, Marathas? 12 armies. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 9? Oh, yes. There are actually 2 more Maratha's armies way up here as reinforcements. So they could actually, I put them on the map on this board early, they can actually grow those. And as reinforcements, they can get up to the count limit. If they already have the max, they're there. So actually looking at the growth here, these are half point each again. 1, 2, 3, 6. That's worth 3, 4 total stuff. So that's 1 army plus 1 more point. So they're actually pretty good. So they grew 1 more army. They're set to go. They're doing quite nicely. Well, they also haven't scored a ton of points, but respectable amount of points. Where's blue? Blue's at 15. I think that they scored that 9. And with the Muslims coming on, Muslims get 8 armies this turn on turn 9. And they have a major invasion, right? No, that's turn 10. Turn 10, they're going to get 8 with a leader. All right, so there was 4 Muslims last turn in Persia. This turn they come in on Afghanistan with 8. All right. So the Marathas, a new area is coming up for the Marathas for scoring points here on turn 10. Biajpur, and they can actually get points for Mysore if they want to be really, they can fight for these guys down here. Right now, I don't think so. But if they hit their max army cap, they might as well. Because if you can lose one, you can grow it back. If you're at your max, you're not going to grow anymore. So, I think they just like sitting on all their territories here, trying to stay out of the way. Andhar, which one is worth more? Andhar is worth 2. Andhra, Gujarat, Russia. So that's worth 1. No one can get next to Maharashtra. So Andhra is worth occupying more Gujarat. They could actually have 3 in Gujarat, keep the Rajputs. I'm sure the Rajputs are not. The Rajputs are going to fight anything they can against those Muslims. Get 2 points per army. That's some tasty stuff. The Rajputs probably will end up getting wiped out by the Muslims. The Muslims say, kill you before you kill me. We'll see. Yeah, maybe the Rajputs might retreat a little bit during turn 9 before the leader comes on. And by the way, the Muslims are going last right now. So the Rajputs could back off and attempt to counterattack later. I don't know. We'll see. The Muslims are actually one of the nationalities that can get Raj points. So the Guptas and Mauryans are gone. They could get Raj points. The Muslims, the Mughals, and then the British. All right, so neat. 1 point. Do they just take over, put it here, and take over all the Hillans, or defend this? Yeah, let's keep other people out of the Hillans here. Let's do that. Another boring turn for them. They're playing the long game. All right, so Cholas. The purple guys, the Cholas, they get their reinforcements. They also get 1.5 growth points. They grew last turn. So they don't. Now, these guys can come in. They're going to have to put them in 1 per place. They have to spread them out. They're going to be at 5. There's at the end, they have to either lose 1 or they're going to lose 1 for more population. They're going to have to fight. And it's quite obvious that they got their leader. I want to use it. They don't have a major invasion or anything so like that, do they? No. They've been around a major invasion now. Well, the Guptas got their major invasion after being around for a while. I ramble. Yeah, let's bring them on. 1 army per territory there. Oh, try to grab Mysore while they have the chance to getting the bonus added rolls, or go and try to kill that bigger stack. Boop, 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 boop. Sinhalese have 2. Sinhalese are going to grow another army back. Pandyas will get one next turn anyway also. Wow. They would love to be able to kill both, but that's like, no. Now the danger is, let's say they say 3 total armies jump on the Sinhalese here. The Sinhalese roll lucky and kill 2 of the armies, and they end up having a leader with 1 army here. The Pandyas could try to attack. The Pandyas get a point for killing Rajaraja. That would be next turn, because Pandyas, their next turn. This guy won't leave until the beginning of their turn next turn. But that would require some major bad luck. And yeah, I don't know. I think the Sinhalese right now are the bigger threat. They're growing. They've got more growth overall there. So let's go in, try to kill the 2 armies. And then the Cholas can try to work on the Pandyas later. So that's 3 armies attacking. That's the black dice. Gonna be adding 1, 2 brown dice for defense. There we go. Bang. Oh, bloodbath. Like I said. Oh my god. So, bang, bang. 2 Sinhalese gone. 2 Cholas gone. This could be fun. They managed to take it. They do have the leader there. Leader doesn't help with defense, though. So again, the Pandyas next turn could grow 1 here, move those 2 into here, move that to there. Have 2 against 1 with it. Yeah, so that'll probably happen. Cool, but cool beans. Use an old phrase. No Marians, no Harapans, the Sinhalese. So yeah, now they get their turn. They get 1.5 points. They have 2. They'll leave them a half point over after they use 3 to grow. They get 1 back. They obviously put it here. Well, the Sinhalese could try to jump out and attack. Well, right there, look at that. Kill Raja. That's his name. There's a Mr. Roger or a Raja. So, I don't know. They don't want to... Well, they could just go in with 1 army, hoping to roll the 5 or 6. The Cholas would retreat, probably, if they weren't killed the first turn, just to avoid giving the other guy a point. And then if they retreated... wait a minute. Do leaders get to retreat? You know, I don't know about that. But would it make sense to attack anyway? I'll look that up, but I'm not going to do it right now if it doesn't make sense. The Sinhalese would weaken themselves too much, I think. I think, this guy's going to go away. They got to think longer term. They could get hurt bad, especially if the Maharajas are thinking about, point-wise. They get points down in this area. If they start moving in, this area can get really tight and painful. Yeah, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're going to be cautious. All right. Boring, but cautious. Sinhalese. Rajputs. All right. So the Rajputs have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they get 2 armies. They like that. Well, I never put the Muslims in Afghanistan. There. Oops, almost knocking this guy's on the floor. Let me remove that. Had my keychain around my neck, and it dangles. Knocking counters all over the place. Things are on the floor. I don't know. I don't think so. So, all right. Did I just not totally misplace those Rajputs while doing that? I think I did. Yes, they're 6 guys there, spread out in 1 each in 6 provinces. All right, so there they are. They could run. They could run back to try to preserve themselves, or they could be aggressive and say, "Hey, let's attack now." Muslims are going to they have their 8 armies. They could pound pretty heavy, but they're going to have to come in and spread out because they got to have enough territories, or they're gonna population die. So they have to spread out some. Wow. Okay, there's some interesting thoughts there. Does the Rajputs stack everything? Because, you know, they can run again. They move before the Muslims. Next turn, they could move back. They could try to hit Baluchistan and put multiple guys in Gandhara and Punjab to make it hard for the Muslims to overrun and have to fight. Wow, is that an interesting thought? Well, those Muslims are worth 2 points each. 2 points each. And then the bloodbath back. Wow, I don't know. I think this is... So they have 6, 8. They have to stay in at least 4 provinces. Or lose some armies. Wow. I don't know. This potentially sounds like... Should I be doing this? I want to have a better odds on those 2 guys. So instead of moving the next one to Gandhara, he'll moved here, and then one of these guys will have moved here. I don't remember exactly where they came from, but they weren't that far away. They can get like this. So 2 in Punjab. Yep. That sounds good. So 4 dice attacking, 2 defending in Baluchistan. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, well, only 1 hit each. So the Muslims lose 1. The Rajputs lose 1. I'm going to put the Muslim over here on the Rajput card for point scoring purpose to remember. Now, the Muslims cannot retreat because the enemy is occupied and they came in from both areas and they can't go back out to the foreign areas. So they get to stay and fight. And the Rajputs are going to do that. They're not going to retreat. All right, so it's 3 dice against 1. So their overall odds are better now. 3, 1. Well, nothing. You just keep rolling. Because there's... can retreat or wants to retreat. So it's a big drag-out battle. Oh, 1 apiece. So it was bloody for the Rajputs. So it might be a Pyrrhic victory. Pyrrhic victory. But let's put that over here, remember. That's points. It's lots of points. All right. So there they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 armies right now across 4 territories. If they survive to turn 10, you know, they might be able to get back some of those guys. But right now they're scooping up lots of points, pounding on Muslims. All right, so that's the end of their turn. Rajputs, no Guptas, Muslims. Last person of this turn 9. We're at 20 minutes right now. That's not too bad. We're almost done with this turn. Muslims come pouring out of Afghanistan, angry, seeking revenge. Oh, they have got to spread out a little bit, though. Wow, what are they going to do? I don't think they can afford to try to attack both of the 2 strength stacks. That's, yeah, you'd have to put 4 here. You go then 2 to overrun here and 2 there. That'd be only gaining, if they succeeded in taking all those and losing nothing, they would lose a couple armies. They figure they're probably going to lose a couple armies anyway. That's a pretty good sneaky move by the... something else they could do. They could say, no, I'm going to attack and overrun Punjab for there and then throw guys here, Delhi, Lahore, Rajputana, to make sure... I'm going to do that. It's kind of almost like a modern blitzkrieg. It's not, obviously. So there's 4 armies there, so it's twice as many. I can overrun. Boom, boom, boom. So I can actually have 5 here. I can, like, we want super duper odds. The problem with leaving 5 there, no, it's okay, because even if they lose some of these ones, the overpopulation is not counted until the end of your own turn. Yeah. And that's right in the middle between these 2 Rajput forces, cutting them sort of in half. Yeah, there we go. We got 5 versus 2. So there is 5 black, 2 brown. Oh, defender double hits. Attacker got 2. So the Rajputs were eliminated there. But help. The rounded corners are slightly a problem. Especially because they're the glossy Avalon Hill counters. Look at that glossy map. All that glare. We go this way, we have less glare. Yeah, I prefer the matte counters from the SPI days. But not everyone does, but I did. So the Muslims lost 2. Oh, look at those points. But there they are. They got 3 there, so they have 6. That's Maharajas. So 6 armies left. They got 4 territories. They have hurt the Rajputs pretty bad, but they've given them a ton of points. So Muslims could get Raj points, but they only have 4 territories. They have to get up to the 9, which they may after this major invasion next turn. So that's it. It's 24 minutes. That's the end of the turn. There was no points other than Super Rajput output on this front. That's 8 points right here, right? Plus 8 is 23. And we got 0.54 still, 0.32 still, 0.12. One wonders about the greens. Who's green? Greens will get the Mughals. And who's that at the end there? The Portuguese. So the Mughals better do good or green's in trouble. Mughals start coming in next turn. Get a leader on turn 11. More guys on turn 12. So things are going to get bloody. All right. So we're at the 25-minute mark. now, just crossing there. That is the end of the turn. Put that marker down there to point to 10. That'll be next time. So coming up, obviously we'll do another turn tomorrow, the next day. Taking a trip down to the old house. We're trying to get the very last stuff out of the garage there. Hopefully this will be the very last time. We've had 3 loads of gear that I donated to Gear for Ukraine. That stuff's all out of here. But we still have some junk there. Got to clean out. We're supposed to get it. We wanted to get it done by the end of September. We have to get it out by the end of October, but we're almost done. I'll also probably do the video I talked about before about preparation, food prep and other stuff. The giveaway for the orange cylinder thing is over. I will post a little thing about that in that other video. So that's it for now. Meandering Mike, Man Cave of Madness, after midnight, signing off. Take care, everyone. Ciao.